Chat, what is up? What's up, chat? Welcome into KCSN Live. Shorter intro today. I busted out the shorter intro for our today's stream, today's show. Appreciate everyone joining us live here on KC Sports Network. Let me know in the chat where you are watching from. We are here today, guys, to turn the page. We are here today to set the tone for the week that is. It's a short week, guys. Short week to work with, but we are here to set the tone. We got to set the tone. 202 go live. Is this Only Weird Games? I guess, man. I guess this is Only Weird Games. Appreciate you joining us, Jackie, Joshua. Appreciate you guys. We got ball maps coming up. You guys already know we got ball maps today. I'm at the office at the world headquarters of KCSN. We got ball maps. I got a different soundboard here. I gotta get better sounds on this soundboard here. We got ball maps. That one's a good one. Do we like that one for ball maps? Dusty Rhodes, thank you for watching from Canada. Pie Desert, 50 mil tied up in the bench. Let's find a way to mend some of these issues Sunday. I'm choosing optimism regardless of the Cowherd glazing. Give me 2018 Monday night versus Rams. The historic Northeast KC in the chat as well. Shout out Northeast KC in the chat. Canada, shout it out. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, so look. Andy Reid's at the podium. Or was at the podium. I mean, not at the podium anymore. No injuries to report for the Chiefs, as it looks like everyone will practice. That's good. Oh wow, Joe Flacco is starting against the Packers for the Bengals, so that's fun. That's super fun. If the Chiefs lose, you should do a contract audit, is what Jackie Moon says. Yeah. Yeah, I know that, like, Pi, I know I brought that up yesterday when we were looking at, like, the free agency signings that the Chiefs had, and a lot of that money is sitting on the bench, which, you know, it's good that Jalen Moore's sitting on the bench, right? Like, that's what we kind of wanted. We kind of wanted Jalen Moore to be sitting on the bench. We kind of wanted that to happen. I listened to Only Weird Games this morning, so the tone is still not great. That's good. Scott, that's all right. That's why I'm here, Scott. Scott, that is why I am here. We are here to set the better vibes. We need better vibes going into this week. Short week for the Chiefs. Short week for us here as well. We got a lot of stuff. Look, got a lot of stuff to cover in a short amount of time with this Kansas City Chiefs team. A lot of stuff to cover. Short amount of time. We'll get it covered. Let me know what you guys questions in the chat. Trey Smith just being okay had me thinking it. Yeah. Yesterday was cathartic. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Dusty. You're welcome, Dusty Rhodes. Keith. Yeah, yesterday was a day to get out all of it, right? Yeah, yesterday was a day to get out all of the bad vibes. Yesterday was a day to purge all of those feelings that you had, to air all of those grievances, to let your frustrations out. That was what yesterday was. Today, fellas and ladies, we got to turn the page. We got to turn the page. Today, we got to look ahead to the Detroit Lions. Today, we got to worry about winning a football game. You're right, Luis. Good vibes only from here on out. From here on out, right here, chat. Good vibes only. Good vibes only heading into the Lions game. Big game. Obviously a big game. Chiefs 2-3. The Lions, pretty good football team. Lions, pretty good football team. They are a pretty good football team. Detroit Lions, after losing their first game to the Green Bay Packers, also a good football team, have put 52 up on the Chicago Bears. They put 38 up on the Baltimore Ravens. Now I don't know, we don't know how impressive that is at this point, right? 34 points up on the Browns. Browns good defense. That's a good defense. And then 37 points up on the Cincinnati Bengals, who not world beaters. I like the Chiefs defense better than any of those defenses there, guys. I like them better than any of those defenses right now. They're 4-1. They're coming in with some momentum. Maybe, guys, hang on with me. Maybe the Chiefs got them right where they want them. Maybe the Chiefs have them right where they want them. Maybe this is exactly where the Chiefs want the Detroit Lions. Could this be a get-right game for the Chiefs? I don't know, guys. Could it? Got them right where they want them. Shazam, is Brian Branch playing? His pick six from 2023 season opener still haunts me to this day. Let's do a little bit, I'll do a little bit of perusing to see if there's any Detroit Lions injury reports that are circulating. Detroit Lions injuries. Great questions. Terrion Arnold, not likely to have a season-ending shoulder injury, so that's great. That's good for Terrion Arnold. Got good news on the good news on that end of things, but they got a lot of guys still hurt on this defense. They're down 4 of their top 5 cornerbacks: Arnold, DJ Reed, Ennis Rakestraw, Khalil Dorsey, all battling injuries. Reed strained his hamstring over the Browns, is on injury reserved. He also avoided season-ending injury. Ennis Rakestraw, Mizzou made, hell yeah, is out for the year with a shoulder injury. Dorsey injured his wrist in practice last week, out indefinitely. Amik Robertson and Rocky Ya-Sin are in line to start at cornerback this week. Avonte Maddox playing in sub packages in practice squad cornerback. Trey Flowers, hey, shout out Trey Flowers, coming up off the bench. That's from Dave Burkett from the Detroit Free Press. This article was posted yesterday, so I have not seen anything yet on their injuries for today. I don't know if they've talked yet actually today, but obviously, if I see anything, you guys see anything, let me know in the chat. We'll talk about it. But the Chiefs have the opportunity to do maybe the funniest thing ever. The Chiefs have the opportunity to do something that could be incredibly hilarious. If the Chiefs go and blast the Lions, how funny would that be, guys? Oh, Detroit fan man. As a Lions guy, I'm not really sure who the secondary is going to be. Giant opportunity for KC to get right. If anything, take the over. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for hanging out in the chat with me, Detroit fan man. Appreciate that. Trevor, I'll get to your question here in a little bit. But you're right. There's a huge opportunity for the Chiefs here. The Chiefs had an opportunity last week in terms of like seeding and everything to take advantage of, with the Chargers losing, the Bills losing. They had an opportunity there to beat a pretty beatable Jacksonville Jaguars team, a Jacksonville Jaguars team that has proven that they are beatable. Right? I still don't believe in the Jags. I'm sorry. I don't believe in the Jags. I don't do it. But the Chiefs' offense is the part of this team that you probably feel the most confident about coming out of that Jaguars game. Chat, let me know. But the Chiefs' offense is probably the spot where you look at it and you're like, oh. I mean, I know that they lost this game, but I feel pretty darn good about how this offense is going to look. Now, this is the last game that they'll have without Rashee Rice. This is the last game. That's not true. This is week 6. Yeah. This is the last game without Rashee Rice, right? Am I tripping? There's a 6-game suspension. Yeah, this is the last game. without Rashee Rice. So I got one game to get through with that. Tyquan Thornton has looked good. Xavier Worthy looked good in the time that he's played. The offensive line maybe had their best offensive line performance of the year on Monday, excuse me. They probably had their best offensive line performance on Sunday. Other than Steve Spagnuolo maybe not blitzing as much as he should have and playing Shamar Connor in the slot maybe more than he should have. And the Chiefs taking 13 penalties. Those are big things, obviously, to gloss over. I don't want you to think that. But the offense is what is my cause for optimism right now. And as Detroit fan man mentioned, appreciate him hanging out with us here, giving us a little inside scoop on the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Lions. If the secondary and the defense is what's struggling for the Lions, I mean, this is probably a score 50 game. This is probably a score 50 game. And let's be honest, fellas. Let's be honest, fellas and ladies. Take a look at this. Let me pull this back up. Let me pull this one back up. Here's the other part of this. Is that the Detroit Lions don't need this game as much as the Kansas City Chiefs do. The Kansas City Chiefs need this game a whole lot more than the Detroit Lions do. 4-1 right now, 2 games up in the division. Well, are they 2 games up with the tie? Is it a half game up? That's weird. I guess they would technically be, let's call them a half game up, right? Let's call them a half game up on the division. A game and a half, sorry. Up on the division. I'm still trying to figure out the standings there. How do they factor the tie into that? The Chiefs right now obviously are 2-3. You guys know where the Chiefs sit. 2-3 right now. 3rd in the division. They need this game a whole lot more than the Lions do. And that definitely, I think, that plays into the math a little bit. I think that definitely plays into the math a bit when it comes into the game planning and thinking of for this game. It is goofy, Scott. You're right. It is very goofy, and it stopped me in my tracks when I was trying to think about it. Of just like, how do they weigh that tie? How is that tie weighed in terms of the standings? Does it just go by losses? Is it just by least amount of losses? Because they have, yeah, I guess so. Because the Vikings are 3-2 and have more wins. It must just be by losses. So I guess, is it by win percentage? I think it's by win percentage. See, guys, look, I'm putting my mind in a pretzel trying to think about the standings, how it all looks. But nevertheless, the Lions are the best team in that division. They've got a pretty good grasp on the division already 5 weeks into the season. If they lose a game to an AFC team, it's not going to be as detrimental to them as losing this game just in general would be for the Chiefs. This is a big game. Must win or can't lose, chat. Must win or can't lose. What do you think? Let me know. Must win or can't lose. Fine, I'll start the poll. Must win or can't lose for the Chiefs on this one. But as Detroit fan man did mention, secondary beat up for the Jags. The Jags secondary is beat up. They're dealing with some injuries. They've been dealing with injuries for a while, man. Ty is treated as half a win in the win percentage. I did notice that. It's like 6.25 is what it says. Isn't that crazy? All right, starting the poll. Must win. Can't lose. What is this week? All right, poll started. Go vote on the poll. Tim, yeah, it's odd, dude. It makes me feel weird. Ty is officially half a win and half a loss. That makes me feel weird. I don't like that. Detroit fan man, thank you again for hanging out with us. Plus, our left tackle is learning on the job. Gio Manu is a liability, too. Oh, no, did you make me say something? You're going to say, Gio Manu, these nuts. That'd be funny if you did, though. I would actually really respect that. Broncos winning over the Eagles is feeling like this is a must-win. Can we run the scenarios where we get Rice and roll on? Sure. Sure. Look, as I said, guys, we're keeping the vibes up in the chat, Jackie. I know that you said the Chiefs can't take advantage of bad and injured O-line. Well, it might be because of their defensive line not being able to rush the passer. But we're keeping the vibes up, guys. We're keeping the vibes up. Vibes have to be up in the chat, okay? This is on us. This is on us to keep these vibes up. Nobody else is going to do it but us. If we don't do it, nobody's going to do it. All right? All right? You hear me? Sunday Night Football. It is a frustrating, Jackie. I get it. It is probably the most frustrating thing about this team. I would agree with that. It's wildly frustrating. Sunday Night Football. Chiefs, Lions. Crazy you're running a blitz sim against the Lions over your shoulder. Oh, that's crazy, dude. I didn't even pick it. Is it Chiefs? It's Chiefs, Lions? Hold up. No, it's Lions, Jags. But can we talk? Chad, is this a safe space? Can we talk about this? Those Jags uniforms were so sick. Those Jags uniforms, awesome. Like, if the Chiefs were to lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, I would have been pissed if it was in, like, their all-teal uniforms where they look like ass. Since they lost to the Jags, I'm glad that they lost to the Jags while the Jags were wearing those sick-ass throwbacks. That's the only consolation, is that the Jags were wearing those sick-ass uniforms. And they get to play the highlights, because apparently that was their Super Bowl. Apparently they're going to play those highlights forever, and those uniforms are going to be on those highlights. That is what I am okay with in that game. I'm okay with the fact that they were wearing those uniforms. I am alright with that. Safe space here, though. Javier Sosa, we can't lose in prime time. I'm not mad. Jackie, I'm not mad about them celebrating a win. That's good for them. It's good for them, man. Sometimes you gotta let the kids play. Sometimes you just gotta let the kids play. I'm not mad at all. Good for them. Good for them. Not mad a single bit. Not mad at all. Shout out Liam Cohen for getting some airtime on Pat McAfee show after the win. That's big for him. That's big. That's good. Shout out, dude. Big game. This is a big game. Biggest game in their franchise history. Biggest regular season win in their history, I saw somebody say. Isaiah Pacheco on the Week 5 loss, per our friend Charles Goldman. He says, you build on the good and you learn from the bad. That's the mentality. Thanks, Isaiah. Appreciate that one. This one here, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes on the offense. We're getting better. That's all you can do. We got one more week, then we'll continue to add Rushy. Huge. Huge. Hey, Puck started last night. We can talk some Puck. We can talk some Puck, guys. Yeah, that has to be their best primetime win since the boat took over. Yeah. It took them to the AFC Championship. For sure. Pacheco did not run backwards. Pacheco looked good in the pass game, and I thought so. I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought he looked good in the pass game. Here's the other thing about this. Chiefs game, as I see a must-win is now 86% in the poll. Keep voting. Keep on voting in that poll. Also hit the like button on this video as well. If you want to support the channel, it's the best way to support the channel. Thank you. It's free. We're not going to charge you to hit the like button. Kill that white monster. And talk about this opportunity the Chiefs have. They have an opportunity to beat a very good football team to beat a team that has been hailed as a team that is maybe the best team in the NFC right now. The Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFC. They are dealing with some injury issues. The Kansas City Chiefs, though, look, we talked about this already. Offense looks good. They're getting acclimated. I'm confident with how the offense looks. Matt Verderman and I talked about it on that football show that aired this morning. The confidence that you have in the offense after this game is a lot higher. And it's crazy to say that after a loss, right? The offense looked good. There was that middle 8 where they stalled out. After that, they were kind of moving it. I think that, like, honestly, this game does shape up pretty good for the Kansas City Chiefs. The more I look at it, the more I think it shapes up good for the Kansas City Chiefs. The position that the Lions are in, 4-1 coming into this one, the Chiefs are going to be desperate for a win. The Chiefs need a win. If they're 500 by the time Rashee Rice gets back, you feel pretty darn good, I think. We talked about that a little bit in the preseason, right? We talked about that in the preseason of being 500 when Rashee Rice gets back. You feel all right. Like, you feel okay about it. They get this game. It's going to mean a lot to them. I don't know how much it's going to mean to the Lions. Obviously, the Lions are going to win the football game, right? Like, I'm not saying that they're just going to come in and just roll out, right? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that in the grand scheme of things, if the Lions drop this game, I don't think it hurts them as much as it would hurt the Chiefs to drop this football game. I think there's some cause for more motivation on the Chiefs side than there is on the Lions side. Now, granted, it is an NFC team. It's an out of conference. It's an interconference game for both teams. But I think this game shapes up good for the Chiefs. I think Vegas thinks so too. I think Vegas thinks so too. If you look at our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, which I'll tell you about here in a little bit. Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs betting odds right here. I'll pull it up. Friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, Chiefs are favored by 2.5. This line opened. Do you give me some history here? Nope, okay. This line opened at 1.5 after the game, and obviously the Detroit injuries played into it as well. The line then moved to 2.5. Game opened at 1.5, 2.5. Lions got the Bucks after. Joshua Zylstra, great point. Lions, Bucks. They got the Bucks right after. Jay Freezy, I'm with you, man. If we get this game, if the Chiefs get this game, they are looking real nice. They're looking real nice going into this last stretch. Brian, I don't necessarily agree with you, dude. We've tried to right the ship three times in a row in 5 weeks. Yeah, the ship is not. I don't think the ship's doomed. The ship's not doomed. You're gonna add your best offensive weapon back. And then we can see what the offense looks like. Then we can talk about it, right? This O-line group shows no matter who you give Andy Heck, he will absolutely ruin them. Brian, this O-line group has been good for the last 2 weeks. These have been the Chiefs' 2 best offensive line performances the last 2 weeks. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, the offensive line's been playing great. Cody, Chiefs favored in all remaining games. Let's look. Let's look at our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook here. Can I click on the Chiefs here? Let's see. Can I go other Chiefs lines? You guys are live watching me look this up here. Okay, here we go. Oh, here. This is what I wanted right here. Is the stats on this side? What DraftKings Sportsbook gives us here for these. Boom. Now they do usually get. Oh, betting trends. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Yeah. This is the money line. Let's go spread. Yeah, opened a week ago. It was a 1.5, and it looks like it dropped a day ago to 2.5. All right. So I mean, look, Brian, if the ship is sinking, why are they moving lines after a loss, dude? That's all I'm saying. Vegas, a place that needs money. They got a lot of tall buildings in Vegas. You know how they built those? By other people's money. By making money. Cody, appreciate you, dude. Cody, appreciate you. We'll look it up, dude. The betting line trend is insane. It is crazy, Scott, right? It is crazy. After they lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, this line went up a point. Now, again, as I already mentioned, that might have something to do with the Lions' injuries, on top of also the Chiefs' offense looking the way it did against the Lions. And if we're being fair to the Chiefs, right? If we're being fair to the Chiefs, the Chiefs' defense, they only allowed 24 points, right? No, 7 and 14. Right? No, that's not right. Yeah, 24. Cody, appreciate you, big dog. I don't have my hell yeah button right now, but I'll give you, I don't have the board up. I think I'll give you one of these. Well, maybe not that. Cody, thank you. I mean, if we're being fair to the Chiefs defense, they only gave up 24 points. A pick six kind of swings this in a big way. And I know the defense didn't play awesome, right? Like, I think that's very fair to say that the Chiefs defense did not play awesome. I'm not going to bash you on that at all. But I feel like this shapes up good, guys. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. I feel like it shapes up good for the Chiefs. I really do. The line moving is interesting. Vegas cares about making money. The line moving is crazy. Justin says, I think the public is on KC. Justin, thanks for joining me, big dog. Appreciate you. I think KC and steaming on. It could be. Still dreaming. Appreciate you hopping in here, dude. Brian, I don't even know if that's true, dude. Brian, we're trying to keep the vibes up. This is a vibes up chat today. Like, we are turning the page. We are looking forward. And you're not bringing the good vibes. You got to bring better vibes, dude. We got to turn the page, Brian. We're moving on. We got to have a short memory. We have the memory of a goldfish here on today's program. We are laser focused on the Detroit Lions. Nothing else matters. All right? All right? I agree. There are some things that are now beyond their control that are killers. The conference play record sucks. All right? Can't control it now, so why worry about it? We're laser focused. We are laser focused on the Detroit Lions. I feel good about a Spags game plan against the Detroit Lions. This is a team that they're not going to see unless the Super Bowl, unless they make it to the Super Bowl, right? They're not going to see them later. So they pull out all the stops against an NFC team. It's shaping up a whole lot like that 2023 season, right? 2023 Chiefs. All right, let's go to the Pro Football Reference page. You guys know my favorite page. Let's look at the game logs. No, 2022 is what I meant. I meant the 2022 Chiefs team. Yeah. Guys, it's shaping up just like this. This is exactly how it's shaping up. Justin, you're right. Do bet the over. Not gambling advice, though. Bet the over. Chiefs obviously start off hot. They got a good-looking game against the Arizona Cardinals in 2022. Then they come out, close divisional game against the Chargers. You're feeling good, though. 2-0. Then, stinker against the Colts. Chiefs just played a stinker against another AFC South team, don't you say? That's interesting. And then the very next week, they play an NFC team. Let's zoom in on this a little bit for you guys. Let's zoom in a little bit more. The next week, after laying a stinker against an AFC South team, the Chiefs played an NFC team that looked like that they were the best NFC team in the league at the time. They looked like they were the best NFC team on Sunday Night Football, nonetheless. Sunday Night Football, they were going to Tampa Bay. Oh no, this is the best team in the NFC. The Chiefs just lost to the lowly Colts, who ended up going, I don't know, not very good this year. They were 2-1. They're going to fall to 500. Patrick Mahomes is their quarterback. This is devastating. They beat him 41-31. They beat him 41-31. Hey, Shadowrun, suck up. Kelsey went off. I mean, this game was 38-17 before you started to have some garbage time stuff, right? Right, chat? This is 38-17 before this game. Everyone was like, all right, 5 minutes left in the game. Touchdown pass, Patrick Mahomes to Jordy Fortson. R.I.P. Jordy Fortson. He's not actually dead. He just doesn't play for the Chiefs anymore. Or football anymore, I don't think. 10-yard touchdown pass, Patrick Mahomes to Jordy Fortson. 5 minutes left to go in the third. And this game was 17-38. Yeah, baby. This game was 17-38. Shout out Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright hitting one in that game. This game was 41-24 at one point, guys. The Chiefs rolled. Patrick Mahomes, 23-37, 249, 3 tutties and a pick. You'll take that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, almost 100 yards rushing on 19 carries. Who led the team in receiving yards? Oh, well, that's not what I meant. Travis Kelce, 92 on 9 catches. 3 catches for MVS on 63 yards. Hey, Sky Moore got in there. Shout out Sky Moore. Obligatory Sky Moore comment. Hit the button. Obligatory Sky Moore mention. There we go. Shout out Jody Fortson though, for real. But guys, this is what this feels like. I don't know if you guys get the vibe. Let me know if you guys feel this way. But this is kind of what this game feels like to me. The same vibes of just like, hey, let's bury the Chiefs. The Chiefs are done. The Chiefs are dead. They just lost to the Jaguars. The Jaguars. However they want me to say their name. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be hanging out until about 1 o'clock. Until about 1 o'clock. We'll talk about some stuff going around in the National Football League. We obviously have ball maps coming up. We got ball maps coming up. So we'll get those in a little bit. Swayze Bozeman is out. Former Chief Swayze Bozeman out for Thursday Night Football. We do need a classic Jared Goof game, Mizzou 19. We do. We do. I'm still trying to. I don't know if the Lions practiced yet today or not. I don't think so. I'm doing my best to find some reports on the Jacksonville Lions. The Detroit Lions, the Detroit Lions. Appreciate Detroit Fan Man being in the chat for a little bit here, giving us the inside scoop from Detroit. But we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll talk to you about it. But let me take a break here. I got to tell you guys about our friends at DraftKings when we come back. We'll be doing ball maps. Ball maps. Next.
Chiefs Kingdom, I have got a question for you. What is your favorite touchdown? Well, for me, I can confidently say that my favorite touchdown, it's the next one, because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. From the first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. From spreads to money lines, same game parlays, regular parlays, you want it, DraftKings has got it. Here's the best part. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. I use DraftKings Sportsbook, and you should too. Your team hitting pay dirt pays out to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Welcome back, chat, into KCSN Live. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for letting me pay some of our bills here at KC Sports Network. We got ball maps to talk about. Some interesting stuff on the ball maps this week. Fox is our single game. We got 2 CBS games. We got an early and a late slate for CBS. Fun fact, Mahomes has never beat Jared Goff, according to Pie Desert in the chat. Interesting. Both interesting. Alright, should we get to ball maps? Giving a quick peruse of Twitter to see if if there's any new news as we are chilling here. Dolly Parton's not dead yet. That's good. Dolly Parton, not dead yet. Breaking news here on the stream. Jackie Moon said, who's better, Goff or Mayfield? Mahomes' prime is not being wasted, Brian. Big dog, we're getting good. We need good vibes in the chat, Brian. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Lamar's not practicing today. Wow. Maybe he was actually hurt. Maybe he was. Who would have thought? Okay. What were we looking up? Who's better, Goff or Mayfield? Okay, that's what I wanted. Jared Goff. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison that they do on Pro Football Reference. Baker Mayfield. Compare. Research. Oh, Jackie, you're right. 100% a miss on my part. This definitely has research time. This definitely does call for a research time. Did I get that wide enough? Yeah. Can I zoom in? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're cooking now. Look at that. Here is the stat head comparison of Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff. Let's see. Rather than it's a head-to-head. Overall stats. Here, let's see. Let's show criteria. Let's compare players. Choose same seasons. Okay, when did Jared Goff come into the league? Okay, you can't count the Browns years against him. That's funny. What year was Jared Goff traded to the Jared Goff trade? January 2021. So that would have been the 2021 season. So we're going to go... Is that the right way? Yeah. 2020... Yeah, okay, sure. Let's go 2021 to 2025 is our... Here we go. Jared Goff's still better. That's interesting. I thought it would be a little bit closer. I thought it'd be a little bit closer than that. He's played 5 more games in that time. When did Baker? Okay, hang on. Here's what we gotta do. When do we? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. When did Baker go to Tampa Bay? That was just last year, right? Okay, 2023. Okay, let's go 2023 and compare. All right, here we go. Show the criteria. All right. Get results. Last 3 years. That kind of surprises me a little bit too. I'll be honest. Between Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield. Both 39 games. This is him with just Tampa Bay. And I kind of felt like that Goff's been kind of. Goff has definitely been underrated. I think Goff has put up better numbers than what a lot of people have thought. Like those passing yards, that's way more than I thought it was. That completion percentage is way better than I thought it was. 31-8 in the last 3 years is insane for Jared Goff. Like, shout out to Jared Goff and the Lions. Goff is definitely wildly underrated. He's even thrown. They've thrown the same amount of touchdowns. He's thrown one less interceptions. Obviously, the blowout garbage time stats is what Jackie Moon says. Maybe it is. Beat them head-to-head in the playoffs. 1-1 against each other in the regular season. Interesting. I mean, it is interesting. That's a good comparison. That's a good little research time there, fellas. Appreciate that research time. That's a good one. I think Goff is definitely underrated as a quarterback. I'd still take Baker over Goff right now. Yeah, man, I love Baker Mayfield. I love me some Baker Mayfield, truthfully. I really do. Really love me some Baker Mayfield. I reset all my zoom ins there. I do love me some Baker Mayfield. Still looking to see if there's going to be any news before we do. Finally redeemed myself after the Bevo. No, dude, the Bevo research time was a good one. I thought the Bevo research time was great. I thought that was a great research time. I don't know what everybody else thought, but I had a good time doing it. Dolly Parton's alive. That's great. Bake Show's been going nutty mode, and I love it. Here's let's look at this. Let's look at here. We were just talking about our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. Obviously, love them very much. Thank you, DraftKings Sportsbook. Code KCSN. You guys know the drill. You just heard the whole spiel. Let's look at the NFL awards. Let's go to NFL. Not quite a research time here, though, guys. Not quite a research time. Maybe it is, though. Maybe this should be a research time. Here we go. Because you guys, I see you guys in the chat saying that Baker MVP frontrunner. Let's see what our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook have to say. Awards. Here we go. Regular season MVP Josh Allen is plus 150. Mahomes is still plus 400 right now for the MVP. Baker is at plus 800. Take that how you will. Take that how you will. How you think that these are going to shake out. Jared Goff, by the way, plus 1,500. Plus 1,500. Brian, I'm not mad at you. You just don't understand the point of the stream. I mean, we are here to set the time, set the vibes, and set the tone, and you are not doing that. And I'm going to call you out. You're not setting the tone? Not being a team player here? I'm going to call you out. Run gassers. Up downs. Till you puke. And then run some more. Bills do have a super soft schedule. I'm gonna take a lot for. I agree. It's gonna take a lot for Josh Allen to be that plus 150. Mahomes plus 400 is interesting. Him being the second leading odds-on favorite for MVP is really interesting to me, especially with Baker at plus 800 right now. If you like Baker and you want to get a hold of that number right there, I mean that might be a good number to get it at for sure. For sure might be a good number to get it at for a DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. What other MVP or odds do we got here? Assistant coach? They have an assistant coach of the year award? Jim Bob Cooter. Hilarious name, by the way. Jim Bob Cooter is a great name. Comeback player of the year? No, dude. What? Where is he? Did they pull him? Did they pull him? Do you guys see Daniel Jones on here for comeback player of the year? Oh yeah, he's right there. Plus 450? That's good odds, fellas. That's good odds for comeback player of the year, Daniel Jones. He's been dealing. Steichen might also be that. Depoy, Aiden Hutchinson. Chiefs will face him this week. Opoy, Puka. Yeah, Puka's balling. Puka's balling. Emeka, Buka. What do they got Josh Simmons at? Josh Simmons plus 40,000. Get your Josh Simmons Roy of the year, baby. Can't last though, right? Also, the NFL said comeback is only for injured players now. Oh. So you can't come back from being ass? You can't come back from being ass anymore? That sucks. Gotta come back from being ass. Should we get the ball maps? I always thought it was funny that like DeMar Hamlin didn't win the comeback player of the year, right? And he's like, yeah, but did you see how bad Joe Flacco was? Coming back from living in Jersey and playing at MetLife, yeah. Look, I think people should be rewarded for that. I think people should be rewarded for overcoming awful circumstances they were given in. It was Joe Flacco that won it that year, right? The comeback player of the year. I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up, right? It was Joe Flacco. Alright, let's do it again. Hang on. Back to it. Back to research time. Research time! I don't like that one. Alright, never mind. Justin got me. That's crickets. What's this one? Shout out Justin! Yeah, Joe Flacco starting quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco. Sorry to disrespect Mr. Flacco. That was spooky music. What's this one? Yeah, I don't like that one. What's this one? Make me feel good about my jokes. What's this one? Ooh. You should research what the NFL media had to say after that. They were pissed. Oh, yeah, I know they were. I thought it was funny. All right, time for ball maps. Ball maps! Shout out to 506 Sports for the maps of the broadcast schedules for this week. We are starting with the CBS early window. Iron Eagle, J.J. Watt on Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Oh, guys, look at that. Look at that little spot over there in California for Cleveland, Pittsburgh. That's got to be, okay, where's Joe Flacco from? Where's Joe Flacco from? Joe Flacco was born in New Jersey. Okay, so it can't be him. Oh, it's Aaron Rodgers, right? Is that the Aaron Rodgers pocket? Yeah. Chino, California. Chino, CA, maps. Not really, actually. Chino, California is LA. Okay, Justin, I like that, Justin. You're gonna take a stand here. Miami beats the Chargers. Ooh, okay. I like it. Yeah, Chino's right here, guys. Chino's right down there. The pocket is like up here in LA, in California. So who is on Cleveland and Pittsburgh that is up in that area? I feel like we had something like this last week too, and there was a California section that was Cleveland. It's not Flacco. Let me look. Let's look at here. Okay, we gotta go back to research time here. because we need to look at what are the cities up here. I mean, it's north of there. Reading, Red Bluff, Chico. He's from Chico, not Chino. Oh! Yeah. That's ayahuasca country, baby. Yeah, Chico, California, not Chino, California. Whoops. That one's on me, guys. Hand up. That one's on me. That is definitely Aaron Rodgers territory. That's Aaron Rodgers territory. I thought we talked about that. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you, Scott. Scott, you get one of these. Thank you, Scott, for your service to this great country and this great community. Thank you, Scott. W. Scott. Cleveland and Pittsburgh is there. So Chargers Miami is what we get here in Kansas City and the surrounds. Even that little pocket in Wyoming gets that. And New England at New Orleans, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward map once you consider the Aaron Rodgers portion of that Upper California part. Power rankings, Aaron Rodgers ex-girlfriends. I'll bookmark that. We do love ball maps, Pie Desert. Hell yeah, dude, we love me with some ball maps. Which one is the ball map sound for today? Ball maps. Taylor Swift broke Adele's streaming record. Hell yeah. Love to see that for Taylor Swift. Yeah, I think you might be right, Mizzou. I think we do. What's up, Campbell Cooks? Welcome into the chat. Night Hunter. Appreciate you guys hanging out. This is the CBS early, I believe. Let me double check my sources. Yes, double check. Yeah, CBS early. So if you're in the Kansas City surrounding areas, you're going to be watching Chargers at Dolphins. Now here's the CBS late. Everyone's going to be getting San Francisco at Tampa Bay. Well, nearly everybody in the Kansas City surrounds. If you are up in the Northeast Missouri, you're going to be getting Cincinnati at Green Bay. I am so sorry if you have to watch that game. So sorry. That is brutal. Hey, Joe Flacco game's being shown in Baltimore, though. Joe Flacco game in Baltimore. San Francisco, Tampa Bay. NFC Clash. Getting shown nearly everyone on CBS, interesting enough. That really seems like a Fox game to me. That screams a Fox game. But Fox has a single window this week. Here is the Fox window. Let's start with the red. That is Rams at Baltimore. And that is like, look at this, guys. Look at the red on this map. It is like legitimately only LA, St. Louis getting the Rams. So funny to me. And Baltimore. Like, that is it. That is it. Obviously, the big blue is Dallas at Carolina. Dallas getting the majority of the country in this one here. Tennessee and Vegas. I want to go to the green part here. The green is Tennessee at Las Vegas. That's a late game. That is a late game. That is a late game. Tennessee at Vegas. Miami. The tip of Miami getting Tennessee, Vegas. New Orleans getting Tennessee, Vegas. Nashville getting Tennessee, Vegas. Cleveland and Pittsburgh getting Tennessee, Vegas. Tennessee, Vegas, and Boston. They've like got the little Boise area up over here getting Tennessee and Vegas, as well as almost all of Nevada. Not even all of Nevada. And it looks like they're giving Oakland and Vegas as well. Given that is the single late game in the Fox window. That is the Fox late game. That's so weird that game's on Fox. Oh well. Arizona at Indianapolis is literally only Phoenix and Indy. Like, that is literally the only spots you can watch it is Phoenix and Indy. Obviously, this is if you don't have a season ticket. Seattle at Jacksonville is all of pretty much the Northeast, and then Jacksonville. These patches of like cities of like Nashville, obviously Nashville and Vegas makes sense, but like Cleveland and Pittsburgh getting that as a late game is interesting to me. Boston getting that as a late game is interesting to me. The early window. I mean, I guess New England and New Orleans play the early window. So it makes sense for those two teams to have a Fox late game and not necessarily get an early window. Does Cleveland and Cincinnati and Green Bay play this late window game? But that really wouldn't make any sense for Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Cleveland and Pittsburgh play an early window on CBS. So they only get a late window Fox game? I don't know, chat. Yeah, they're really forcing Dallas down our throat here. Jackie, I know some people. I know some people with from St. Louis that hate the Rams. Like, actually, the most of the people from St. Louis that I know hate the Rams. What's up? What's up, Micah? Appreciate you, Night Hunter. I appreciate that. I do agree with the chat so far on the rankings. Brian, we're not even talking about that, dude. Stay on topic. We're ball mapping, dude. We moved on. We're ball mapping. Yeah, that's the ball map for this week. That's 3. I know some that jumped on the Bears when Chicago was their biggest rival. Yeah, that is always super strange. Like, I don't. The buddy I know that was a Rams fan is a Colts fan, and the other like his brother is now a Titans fan. Is where they moved. Shout out to yeah, you're right, Micah. NFL people do hate, or sorry, St. Louis people hate the NFL in general. But the two guys that I know who were Rams fans one went to the Colts, one went to the Titans. They just went AFC South. Is what they ended up going with. So yeah, and I mean, he wasn't gonna go to the Bears because they don't like Chicago, don't like Kansas City either, so they're not gonna cheer for the Chiefs. It is what it is. Shout out KB. Shout out KB. You guys got any big plans this weekend? Any big plans before I wrap this up? Any big plans for the weekend? Might be a pretty chill weekend. Missouri plays Alabama this week. Big game. Big game going on in Columbia, Missouri. Huge game actually going on in Columbia, Missouri. I cannot overstate how big of a game that this is for the Missouri Tigers. Not jumping into traffic if the Chiefs lose. Bro, Justin, you're having a baby, dude? That's awesome. Well, I'm sure your wife is actually having a baby, but like... Hell yeah, dude. If I had the hell yeah button, I'd be spamming the hell yes. Give me some W's in the chat for Justin. W's in the chat for Justin for getting a kid on the way, dude. We have had some KC, or not necessarily KCSN, but some ball knower babies being born recently. Scott, got a shout out Scott for Lawrence for he had a child, had his first daughter. That's huge. Justin, appreciate you always being here, hanging out with us. Shout out for you. Best to you and yours as well. Having a baby this weekend, that's huge, man. That's huge. I'm sure that puts a lot of things into perspective. Going to Faroe, Mizzou 19. We'll be listening to your post-game show with my dad on the way home. Hell yeah, dude. Be hanging out with me. I'll be live right after that game gets done. Micah, can we start an online petition to give the Chiefs, to the Chiefs for the team to wear all red uniforms at least one game? Has it really been 2 years since they've worn all red? I'm sure they'll bring it back this year since they wore all white. I'm sure it'll be brought back this year, but JCP 4000, the Chiefs, I have a feeling, are going to run a train on the Lions, dude. Yeah, they need to. I need the Chiefs to win. If Mizzou's not going to win, I need the Chiefs to win. Either way. Jackie, I'm not watching Crown Jewel, dude. Paul's still dreaming. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Giving Justin them dubs. Giving Justin those W's. Congrats, dude. I'm so stoked for you. That's awesome. That's so cool. All right, I got a haircut to go to. Go get my beard trimmed. So it's coming up at 1:30. KC Laboratory will be live tonight. Yeah, KC Lab will be live tonight. Only Weird Games is tomorrow. Normal time. Normal stuff for Only Weird Games. Mizzou, that's wild. Mizzou 19, that's a wild chat. We got to get that perfect weekend. That football show was out this morning. Go listen to that. Go like and subscribe. Let us know how much you like the that football show. Really do appreciate that. Yes, Jackie is there for you. It's a good episode. Good pod, I think, in my opinion. Felt good off the hand. Verder and I will record another show on Thursday. Go out on Friday. Previewing Week 6 around the NFL. We'll have 21 questions with Brett Coleman. Brett Coleman and I are going to be doing 21 questions as well. I'm recording that on Thursday as well. So a lot of stuff for me tomorrow. It sounds like I got a busy day tomorrow, guys. Obviously, I got the stream. I'll be back tomorrow with the stream as well. Appreciate everybody hanging out here with me as we're just we're setting the tone. We got the vibes high, I think, guys. I think we got the tone set for this week. I hope that you're feeling a little bit better about the state of the Kansas City Chiefs. I think I am, man. Jackie says, I like when Tuck randomly makes Matt giggle, like when he asked if it was a must-win or can't lose. Yeah. That's always. I'm always very happy when I get a little bit of a giggle from Matt. When I can make Matt crack a little bit, that's my favorite. I feel good. We feel good, guys. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with me. Again, I will be back tomorrow on this here stream. Joshua Briscoe will be live on Friday. We got all kinds of stuff for you. We got a smorgasbord of content for you guys. We have so much content for you here at KC Sports Network. That's why you got to hit that like button. You got to hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, head on over to KCSN.com. You should subscribe there. $5 a month, $30 a year. We'll send you a gift certificate to Tacos for Life. $40 gift certificate to Tacos for Life to use on some tacos. And you get access to our Discord if you want to ask Brett Coleman a question. I will be sending Brett Coleman those questions, and we will be talking about Chiefs, Lions. Tomorrow, well, I want to see you guys here tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. I gotta get going. Gotta go get my hair cut. Gotta go get my beard trimmed, actually. It's a beard trim. But appreciate you guys. Much love. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me here. Be back tomorrow. And guess what? I'll see you tomorrow.